Hi everyone, my name is Gracie, and today I'm going to be taking you through our first 30-minute session on just some basic physical literacy movements and just some multi-sport movements as well. The first thing we're going to be doing is doing a scavenger hunt. I want you to find something in your space that starts with a T. So I'm going to take a look around, and the first thing I'm going to do is find something that starts with a T. Let's take a look around. And I'll give everyone a couple seconds. And I found a table tennis racket because I live somewhere where there's lots of table tennis stuff around. And table tennis starts with a T. Next thing we're going to do, just to get our bodies warming, is just touch 4 walls in your space. Maybe your walls are really far apart. That means it's going to take a little longer. Maybe they're really close together. But we're just gonna touch 4 walls and we'll be right back. Okay, 1 second. All right, I have 1, 2, 3, and then finally the one over here, that is 4. So that warmed me up a little bit. I got my blood moving. That's really important, just to be able to get our blood moving. And that's why we're gonna lead us into our warm up. It's really important today that we warm up before we do any movements. And if those movements are for a short time, it just gives our body enough time to really understand that we're about to introduce it into a tougher thing, which is physical activity. And because of society today, we spend a lot of it sitting down. So it's really important that we warm up our bodies. So we're just gonna do some jumping jacks for 30 seconds. So 1, 2, I'm just counting in my head. All right, I think we're about halfway there. Just keep going. Let's do 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. That's the first part of warm up. The next thing we're going to do is just some walking knee hugs. And if you don't know what knee hug is, you take your knee, you lift it up, and you hug it close to as tight to your chest as you can. And we're just going to do a couple of those. I say 5 each leg. So 1, maybe 3 each leg actually. This one is a good stretch. 2, that's 3, and 3. You can really feel that one on your backside. And next we're just gonna do some arm circles. So just like this. So you're just gonna bring your arms forward. Really kind of, you can do it straight, or I like to do mine almost like running a little bit. And now we're gonna go gradually get smaller. My arms are going forward, here's going backwards, that's okay too. Now these really small, fast circles going on. Now I'm gonna go the opposite way. And just gradually let my arms get bigger and bigger, get that mobility going in my shoulders. And that is great. Good job, everyone. That's going to be our warm-up for today. Now we're going to get into our physical literacy, which is balance today. That's the B. So this one is, we're going to be doing some balancing. So obviously, like I said, it's an aspect of physical literacy, and we really need to focus on it because it helps us be more active, but it also keeps us, it prevents us from getting some injuries. So we're just going to start with a basic, just balance on one leg. So we're going to try to balance on one leg for 10 seconds. I have my right leg, my left foot is up. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, quick break. And then we're going to switch legs. It's really important in physical literacy that we make sure that and fundamental movement skills, that we are switching legs and making sure we do both legs. So we're going to even do that when we're throwing and stuff as well. So, okay, again, we're going to get started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Perfect. All right, we're just going to do that one more time on each leg. Because really, really, really important thing to get, because we're focused on balance on today. So we're just gonna try again. So that's try with the right leg again. We'll do each side for 10 seconds again. So that's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then next leg, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so I got 2 on my belt. I'm gonna try for the third one. I'm gonna try this one for 15 seconds though. See if I can hold on for that extra 15 seconds, which gets it a little bit tougher. So I'm just counting in my head. 3, 4, 5, and back on my right leg. Just in case you guys forgot to switch. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh my gosh, I almost lost my balance. Very good, but we made it. Now we're just gonna try and see if we can get to 15 on our left leg too. Because remember, whatever we do on one side, we have to do on the other. So again, I'm just gonna grab my left foot and try and see if I can hold for 15 seconds. So back 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Wow, I guess we're old pros now. Next thing we can do is take a random pillow or a wobble board, or whatever you have available in your space, and place it on the ground. Now you're gonna take this and you're gonna step on it, and you're gonna try and balance on your softer surface or a surface that'll move side to side. This will cause you to increase your core strength, which is really good for injury prevention and really good for balance, which is our B in our ABCs of physical literacy for today. So I'm gonna take my right foot, because I'm right foot dominant. I'm gonna start with it, and let's see if I can do 10 seconds on this pillow. All right, are we ready? Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew, that was so much tougher. Now I'm gonna try my left leg. 10 seconds again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I'm gonna try this one more time. I know it's tough because, especially if you have a wobble board, with my pillow, even my pillow, it's tough because when I'm falling, I want to keep falling to the ground. I really have to focus to try and fix myself. So I'm gonna give it one more go. This is on my right leg again, and I'm just gonna count to 10. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then we're gonna take a quick break, shake out the legs, and give another try on our left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job, everyone. We just did our balancing on one leg. That's super good. Now we're gonna move on. Now I'm gonna ask you to take something and line it across your floor, or find something that you can walk along. For me, I'm taking just this skip rope, and I'm gonna try and walk right along my skip rope. And this is gonna try to cause me to be balanced. I'm gonna walk heel toe, just like that, and try to keep my arms out and my core tight, and really walk across my straight skipping rope. And I'm gonna do this from left, right, and let's see how everyone can do. Oh my gosh, I would not do well on the circus. 3, 4. Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't know about you guys, but that was pretty tough. So I'm gonna give it another try. So just walk across this. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Really try, keep your core nice and tight. Just like that. job, guys. Everybody is doing great. Now we're gonna try to balance back again, but this time we're gonna try and place something on our head. So now we've balanced on a pillow, we've balanced on a tightrope. Now we're gonna see if we can balance with something on our head to really try to keep us nice and straight. All right, I'm gonna grab a book, which I have right here, and I'm gonna place it on my head, and I'm gonna try and balance on one foot. So this is my book. You can take a binder, which would be tough. Anything flat, just place it on your head, just like this, and pick up a foot, and we're gonna try to balance like this for 10 whole seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. And now let's see if we can switch legs without dropping the book. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. And now I'm going to gently take the book off my head. And I think we did pretty well. I mean, I didn't drop my book. I kind of fell a little bit. And if you felt, that's okay. That's why we have to work on balance, work on our fundamental movement skills. They're very important, and physical literacy skills. Next, we're going to do a little bit more fundamental movements, and we're going to do target throwing. Although this doesn't really correspond with balance, we have to use our core and our balance to be able to throw into our targets. So as you can see here, I have a pot set up just like this on a higher level, and then a bin set up on a low level. But I don't have a tennis ball or anything to throw in, or a table tennis ball, or a soccer ball. I don't have anything like that because I'm at my house. So what I have is I have a ball of socks. And if you have your old math homework that you want to put in there, because nobody likes math homework, you can ball it up, crinkle it up, you get yourself a ball. We don't need to always have things always around us. We always have something that we can use to be active. So now I'm just going to try and see how many targets I can hit from this far away with my right hand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go this way to show you how I'm doing. I'm just going to draw my arm back and just make sure I'm swinging through just like this. I'm not very far away, so obviously my motion will not be great, but throwing is a really important skill to have. So I'm just going to take my arm, open up my chest, and step forward with my left hand and try to get it in a target. And I'm going to go grab my ball and try again. And again, I'm just trying to get it in my target, just like that. And maybe I'll try from the top one this time. Oh, getting in the pot. Perfect. And then I'm going to try one more with my right hand into the bottom one. Great. So I just did some throwing with my right hand. And now I'm going to move on to a little bit of throwing with my left hand. Obviously, this one's going to be much worse. But just like I said in physical literacy, we always want to train both sides of our body. We don't want to have one really strong half and one really weak half. So I'm going to take my left hand, my non-dominant hand. If you're a left-handed, it would be your right hand. You're going to reach back and you're going to throw it into your target. And try again. And reach back. Oh, almost said right-handed there. Reach back and throw it into your target. And now I'm going to try the top target. See how many targets you can hit. I just hit 2. Oh, and I missed that one. Now I'm going to go find my ball, bring it back. I missed one, so I got 2. Let's see if I can hit a third one with my left hand. And I'm going to go for the top one. Oh, darn, I missed again. So I have to go find it all behind all the stuff. And I'm going to try and switch back to my right hand and see if I can hit more than I hit with my right hand. Or sorry, with my left hand. So I hit 2 with my left hand. It was not great, but I'm going to try and see how many I can hit with my right hand. So I hit 2 with my left hand, and that's 1 with my right. And I can encourage you guys to try, maybe step back farther if you want. I always like to try to give myself a challenge. Try to step back nice and far. As you can see, one of my targets is significantly bigger than the other. So whenever I really want to go for a challenge, I'm going to aim for the little metal bowl that's on my couch there. And you can see that one's a little bit tougher to get. So I'm going to try again. So I hit 2 there. I'm going to see if I can hit that one. Oh, so close. Gotta fix my ball of socks that's coming apart. And we're gonna do, let me see if I can hit one more with my right hand. See if I can beat my left hand. Oh no. And last one, last throw. Yay. All right, I hit my 3rd target. My right hand's better than my left hand. That's to be expected. But it's very good to make sure we're always doing things on both sides of our body. All right, so now we are going to try and toss and catch the ball. So, or your math homework or your ball of socks, whatever you have. After we did target practice, now we're going to practice our catching. So we just threw a little bit. Now, just like if you were going to play baseball or cricket, and you have to be able to catch as well as throw. So I'm going to throw it up with my right hand and try to catch it with both hands. So I'm just going to toss it upwards and then catch it with both my hands. All right. 1, we're going to do this 5 times. 2, 3, oh no. 4, 5. All right, and now I'm going to throw upwards with my left hand. This is like a softball toss. And then catch with both hands. So upwards, just like that. And up again, and then 3 more. And 2 more. And 1 more. Perfect. So now we know we can catch with both hands and we can toss with both hands. Great, we're really diversifying our abilities as athletes and just as people in life. So now we're going to take our right hand, toss it up with our right hand, and try to catch it with the same hand. You're not going to be using your other hand. I want you to put it behind your back, just like this. And now we're going to take our right hand and toss up the ball. Toss it, if you want to challenge, toss it nice and high. So I'm going to toss it nice and high and try and catch it with my right hand. And toss it nice and high, catch it with your right hand. A lot of people, skill levels really vary with this. We're going to do 3 more, 2, just because some people are better with object manipulation than others, and some people are really fast. We're all different. 1 more, just like that. And now I'm going to take my left hand and do the same thing. So right hand's behind my back. Can't use my dominant hand and back to my left hand. Throwing it up and catching. Oh no. See, left hand a little bit worse. And throwing it up. Oh my gosh. And that's okay. We are all going to make a couple of mistakes because we're not always going to be as good with our non-dominant hand. So I got 1. I'm going to try and do a couple more. So 3. We'll try to go for 6. 4. And try to toss it nice and high. Give yourself a challenge. 5. And another high one. Oh, 6. Hit my ceiling. Hit my ceiling and bounce back, making it even tougher for me. All right, now, which is all that work, our breath's up, our blood pressure's flowing. The next thing we're gonna do is just a cool down. Remember, when we do a cool down, it's very important that it happens because without a cool down, our bodies still stay up and flowing, and it's always good to stretch out your muscles and really get that lactic acid moving before it doesn't have time to settle. So what we're gonna do is, first thing we're doing is gonna reach up. Really stretch our bodies, just reaching up. And I'm just gonna forward fold. Just because I feel like it's super relaxing. Just a good start to a cool down. It's always a good forward fold. And we're just gonna hold it here for a couple seconds. All right. And we're gonna go back up. I'm gonna take my arms out like this. I'm gonna cross my right arm across like this and create a hook with my left arm and pull my hook across my body. So again, my left arm is creating a hook that my right arm is resting in, and now I'm just gonna pull it across my body. Feel it in my back, my shoulders, just from our throwing and catching. Very important. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. And now we're gonna do the other arm, create a hook with my right arm, cross my left arm over and pull. Alrighty guys, keep going. Do 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, shake it all out, shake it all out. Now we're gonna do like what a lot of people like to do with this one, which is put your arms up and bend one of them towards your shoulder like this. And then take the opposite arm and grab onto the elbow and pull it downwards a little bit. Make sure you recognize your limits. Understand that not all of us are going to be as flexible as everyone else. Or maybe you just worked out next door or something. All have different abilities. So just make sure you are understanding your limits. I'm just going to hold here for a couple more seconds. Really try to get that stretch through your tricep. And back down. And then we're going to reach up with our left arm and our right arm. Bend the left arm back. And reaching for a shoulder, and then reaching to the elbow with the opposite arm and pulling it to the opposite side, pulling it downwards. All right, good job everybody. We're gonna hold for 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. So now we kind of stretch out our top. We're feeling nice and good. Now we're going to move into some more leg movements that really will stretch out our legs. I'm going to move into a lunge because I feel like it feels very nice after balancing. So I'm just going to pull myself into a lunge, step forward, keep my knee in line with my ankles, keep it behind my toes. And just to make it nice, a little bit easier for myself, I'm just gonna put my knee on the ground and really focus on pressing forward with my hips, which will really give me my stretch right along here. I'm just gonna hold this a little bit longer. Feels very, very good. So I'm just gonna hold this. I'm gonna even just pulse it a little bit, very gently. And just hold. I'm gonna go 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, now I'm gonna tuck these knees back. Try a horse feet under the other leg. Very important, keep them both all stretched out. And remember, press your hips forward, but try to keep your knee behind your toe. Create a nice straight line, keep your chest upwards if you can. And really just press forward. And we're gonna try and hold this for 10 more seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, everything looks good. Now we're gonna move into another really good stretch, which many people love, is the butterfly. So I'm taking my legs, I'm making them almost like crisscross applesauce. I'm just touching my feet together in my bright socks. And I'm just gonna try and push my knees to the ground gently while making sure to pull in my feet a little bit. If you're not sure what that looks like, it kind of looks like this if you want the side view. My knees are almost in crisscross applesauce, and my 2 bottoms of my feet are touching. And I'm really just trying to pull my feet in while also trying to press my knees to the ground. It really gives me a good stretch. Like this, I'll even use my elbows a little bit. Try to extend through my chest. I'm gonna hold this 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Good job, everybody. That's the one you don't need to do on both sides because it gets both of them at the same time. Now I'm going to move into my last stretch, which is my stretch across my glutes, which is your butt and a little bit of your leg. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take one of your legs, cross it in front just like this, and grab your leg that's crossed and really pull it towards yourself. You can even get deeper by twisting your body facing the other way. That's you touching, you just still stay facing forward. And really, really get into this. Make sure you're pulling nice and tight, really creating that stretch there. Okay, and hold this for 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm gonna extend both my legs again. And now I'm gonna take my opposite leg, which remains my left leg, adding my right leg first. Cross it over my outstretched right leg. Take it and hug it towards me and keep my back and chest nice and open and straight. And gaze either to my left and create a twist or straight forward, whatever is in your capabilities, whatever is available to you. And really just press your chest forward and push your arms towards your body, really hug your knee. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so last thing I'm gonna do is just a quick forward fold, just really, but this one we're gonna do just sitting down, really reach for your toes. Everyone's gonna be different flexibilities. If you can't touch your toes, it's fine, just reach forward. Try to keep your back nice and elongated, your neck in line with your spine. If you can try, if you're really good, you can try to touch your chin to your knees. I'm not quite there yet. However, I will do my best. Keep my feet nice and flexed and really feel it through the backs of my legs. All right, everybody, so that concludes our session for today. So remember what we did was we did some balance, and that was our physical literacy skill. We balanced on a bunch of different things, and we made sure to do all these different things that were super important, like balancing on pillows, balancing on one leg, walking across a tightrope. We, of course, did some throwing. And the last thing that we did was we did our cool down. So you warmed up, you cooled down, you did all these fundamental movement skills and physical literacy skills. We do have a bingo card that is available for you if you are looking for it. We did throwing, throwing, catching, and balancing. So if those are on your bingo card, I encourage you to cross them off, and then you can submit them to win some funding for your city, and also the possibility of a paddleboard and a bunch of other prizes. So I really encourage you to do your very best and enter that bingo card. Thank you everyone for watching, and hopefully we'll see you on the next one. Have a great day.